We have even more crazy news in regards to Binance, the acquisition of FTX, which, spoiler alert, it's looking like it's probably not going to happen now. This video is going to be covering these topics and more. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. First up here, Watcher Guru highlighting saying, breaking, Binance reportedly unlikely to move forward with FTX acquisition following review of finances, CoinDesk reports. Check this out. Autism Capital saying rumors circulating that FTX US has approached all major exchanges to be acquired. Only Gemini and Kraken have shown interest. Equity from selling the business would first flow into backstopping losses from FTX customer deposits. Investors would be wiped completely. I mean, we're talking about like this is severe. You guys just saw a moment ago. I'll go ahead and bring that back up there for you guys. Bitcoin down almost 10%. If you took a look at basically any crypto today, it is down a ton. If you take a look at the stock market, it is basically down a ton. The market is hurting massively. There are big players that are associated with all of this. Let's go ahead and continue on further. So mentioning here that the rumors circulating about them reaching out. So basically, if you guys don't know, FTX was ranked as the third biggest exchange for trading volume as of yesterday, looking at about approximately $4 billion. It is a big name inside of the space here for a variety of different reasons, whether it be the ability to trade, their FTT token, their tools that they use for the portfolio tracking, those different elements. But they've been known in this space, and a lot of people have been trying to have this mass exodus from there, and it's causing a lot of issues. So think about it like this. They're trying to reach out to basically every major exchange. This is what's being circulated here as a rumor. Now, going back over here, Watcher Guru did write an article. I'll have a link in the description. We have a handful of things, even beyond this here, to still talk about. Binance is likely to step back from acquiring FTX, report suggests. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, known as CZ, confirmed in a tweet on November 8th that they would acquire FTX. To be more specific, they had signed an LOI, which is a letter of intent. Sam Bankman-Fried confirmed the same position in one of his later tweets. The CEO of both exchanges affirmed that they had begun a deal for a strategic transaction. The shocking move was intended to address the recent and substantial FTX liquidity crisis. Sam Bankman-Fried informed his followers via Twitter that the procurement transaction had been set for due diligence. However, the latest report from CoinDesk reveals that the acquisition may not see the light of day. The report comes just a day after the acquisition news broke out. Binance backing out might affect FTX adversely. According to sources close to the situation, Binance is strongly considering pulling out of the acquisition just half a day after analyzing FTX's finances and financial commitments. The FTX drama has had a cascading effect on the entire cryptocurrency market. The FTT token fell more than 75%, affecting the entire cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin and other major altcoins were all down by double digits. If Binance is likely to step back from the FTX buyout deal, it can further affect the market in a negative way. This is especially due to the fact that FTX is a major player in the cryptocurrency realm. FTX's liquidity crunch has made other firms reveal their exposure to FTX. Not just their firms, by the way. We're going to be talking about a very noteworthy sports player. Mike Novogratz's Galaxy Digital revealed that their company had $76.8 million in exposure to FTX. The recent revelations about FTX's liquidity crisis have stunned cryptocurrency investors. CZ also suggested other exchanges follow Merkle Tree proof of reserve audits. In one of his recent tweets, he reported that this can help in providing complete transparency. FTX's troubled stance has flipped the market's direction, which was already showing a slightly bearish outlook. Analysts even suggested the possibility of Bitcoin hitting $12,000 to $14,000. Binance CEO says FTX acquisition is not a win for the industry. In a landmark deal, Binance has agreed to acquire FTX amidst turmoil for the latter. In a recent letter to employees, however, CEO Changpeng Zhao noted that the acquisition is not a win for the cryptocurrency industry. which we'll be getting into that. The intertwining cryptocurrency exchange platforms had been a developing story in recent days. By the end of yesterday, Binance had firmly established its dominance in the space, and FTX had looked to them for salvation amidst its liquidity crunch. Yet the man at the head of the Binance table isn't quick to label this a victory for the cryptocurrency sphere. FTX downfall to impact investors' confidence. The Financial Times recently reported that a letter to employees saw Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao insist that the acquisition is not a win for crypto. He noted that the deterioration of FTX is certainly not good for confidence in the industry as a whole. In the memo obtained by Financial Times, Zhao stated regulators will scrutinize exchanges even more. Licenses around the globe will be harder to get. Throughout the downfall of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, Binance was the saving grace it needed, but also possibly played a part in its demise. The downturn took a rapid twist when Zhao stated that Binance would be liquidating all of their FTT, the FTX native token, on their books. Consequently, this statement raised concerns around the platform. Although the decision was perceived with negative intent, Zhao has insisted that was hardly the case. Zhao noted, "We did not master plan this or anything related to it." We're going to actually get more into that article here. So then it just kind of trails off on some other elements such as the BNB price prediction. Again, I'll have a link to this article in the description below. Check this out. Will Clemente pointing out he knew all along and was trying to get retail to buy FTT with these posts for weeks. Crazy. And here's a screenshot that shows Sam Bankman-Fried posting on Twitter, "It's that time of the week again. Not financial advice." And you can see in this transaction, it says buy FTT highlighted in that green element, and then down below it, amount 155,600 FTT. And it shows as if an order is getting ready to go through, but doesn't necessarily show that it's actually gone through, right? So very unusual in that regard. Now, as far as a sports player goes, you think that you might be hurting bad, which I'm sorry if you are hurting bad, because if you did anything with this FTX and it bit you guys in the butt, I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that. So this says right here from Unusual Whales, ouch. Tom Brady. This is back on August 7th. So it's a little bit of an older article, but look at this. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen put their $650 million fortune into maximizing their stake in FTX cryptocurrency. 13 hours ago, FTT down 90% in 24 hours. Oh boy. So that is a significant hurt on Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. Now, as far as for the letter goes, I mentioned that we were going to get more into this. CZ did post this here on Twitter. He says, "In the spirit of transparency, might as well share the actual note sent to all Binance team globally a few hours ago." He says, "Binanceans, given the events that transpired over the last couple of days, I want to reiterate a few points. One, we did not master plan this or anything related to it. It was less than 24 hours ago that SBF called me. And before that, I had very little knowledge of the internal state of things at FTX. I could do some mental calculations with our revenues to guess theirs, but it would never be very accurate. I was surprised when he wanted to talk. My first reaction was he wants to do an over-the-counter deal, but here we are. Two, as the due diligence for the deal is ongoing, I want to remind everyone, do not trade FTT tokens. If you have a bag, you have a bag. Do not buy or sell. As soon as I finished the call with SBF yesterday, I asked our team to stop selling as an organization. Yes, we have a bag, but that's okay. More importantly, we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard than even in banks. Three, obviously, do not comment on the deal, publicly or internally. If you are not directly involved, don't ask. We have got a good team handling it. Things will play out. 4, FTX going down is not good for anyone in the industry. Do not view it as a win for us. User confidence is severely shaken. Regulators will scrutinize exchanges even more. Licenses around the globe will be harder to get, and people now think we are the biggest and will attack us more. But that's okay. We are used to being open and leaning into headwinds. In fact, we embrace scrutiny. We must significantly increase our transparency, proof of reserves, insurance funds, etc. A lot more to come in this area. We have a lot of tough work ahead of us, not to mention prices swinging wildly. 5. Speaking of prices, as I have said many times over the years, ignore the prices. Let's keep our heads down and focus on building products people use. It has always worked over the years, and today is obviously no exception. Lastly, I want to say I'm really proud of each and every one of you for all of your hard work, and as a team, thank you. We still have many challenges ahead of us. Let's continue to push ahead and help increase the freedom of money all around the world steadily and consistently. CZ. And this is also interesting. Sam supposedly deleting, a lot of people talking about this here. Sam deleted these tweets. So this one here saying, one, a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. Details. This is where a lot of the drama started to come out a couple days ago on November 7th, where people were thinking, oh, there's some sort of rivalry going on here between Binance's CZ and with SBF. There was speculation about that. Then we have here, number 2, FTX is enough to cover all client holdings. We do not invest client assets even in treasuries. We have been processing all withdrawals and will continue to be. Some details on withdrawal speed to provide the link. Banks and nodes can be slow. And then referencing that of the FTX official account. So yeah, him deleting these, absolutely crazy. So let us know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments below. Do you think that we are getting to the point where we are hitting the bottom of this bear market? I know it's been a long bear market. I know the price is down tremendously, not just for Bitcoin, but for many, many different cryptocurrencies. This is not the time for people to be trying to brag saying, oh, look, I told you I was right about blank and blank cryptocurrency, that crypto, ha ha, I told you. This is not the time. If you're pointing that kind of stuff out, I'm sorry, but it's kind of sad that people feel that they're like intelligent because they can say that this cryptocurrency's price is down, and therefore everything that they had assumed about that specific crypto or that company in the past is now legitimate. You just look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, you name it, the stock market, like everything is down massively. Everything is down. Okay? So we got to wait to see what happens next. Do you think that we're going to head down to the $14,000, the $12,000 range that was kind of being discussed a little bit earlier? Do you think that we could see it go sub 10,000? Do you think that there's going to be any other crazy news that's going to hit us this year that's going to be that like stake that just drives this down even harder? Think about this. There are some big name players that have been associated with this stuff with FTX. Potentially, we could see some news come out with them, and that could be damning. That could potentially make things go down further. That's just a wild speculation, though. That's not a guarantee. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. We have a lot of uncertainties going on right now, and I'm trying to report the news when I can to you guys. So that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. Also, thank you to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, and SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. If you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Crazy stuff. I got more news to report on this as well for the day, so be sure to check out my other video, and we'll see what else is going on as the day progresses. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.